All right, so as you know, I'm getting right into it because we have much to discuss. Have you seen my thumbnail? If you haven't seen the thumbnail, please go back and take a look at it. But it is a picture of Northwest on the lap of Pete Davidson. TMZ has a picture of it, of this little girl who is a little girl on the lap of a grown behind ass man. And if anybody is out there, and you know, I was going hard for Kanye West. I'm defending Kanye West because I can spot a freaking manipulative, narcissistic woman a mile away. And I'm not saying that Kanye West doesn't have his issues, because he does, but nobody was going to convince me that Kim Kardashian isn't the manipulative, narcissistic, malignant woman that I know in my soul that she is. How dare you? How dare you allow your minor child to sit on the lap of a grown behind man who you barely know, who she barely knows? You don't know this man from a can of goddamn paint. Why is he riding around without a seatbelt? You want to talk about unfit parents? You want to talk about unfit parents? Everybody going hard on Kanye. Good morning, Miss Lady Diva. Good morning, Vicky Sweets. Everybody going hard on Kanye. Oh, Kanye crazy. Kanye. No, I always knew Kim was the problem. Nobody was going to convince me. She knows exactly what she needs to do to trigger this man. And her exploiting her child and letting her ride in the car with a grown ass man on his lap who you barely know is not only dangerous, it's irresponsible, it's poor parenting, it is disgusting. And anybody who's talking about something, it's her kid, she could do it. No, 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 no. This man has a diagnosed issue of mental health issues. He has diagnosed issues with problems with women. He got women coming out the woodworks, Ariana Grande, talking about him. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. But the last time I looked at that photo, I don't see any adults present other than him. You don't know what this man is capable of. You don't know if he's back out of rehab, as Kanye said. You don't know if he high. How dare you? It's so disrespectful. And I know she's trying to trigger that man. I know she is, because that is the kind of nonsense this dumb woman would do to get the attention back on her, because the media is talking about Jada and Will, and she can't stand it. Her little trifling behind cannot stand it. She cannot stand the fact that she is not the center of the media storm. She is not the center of the attention. All eyes are not on her. They talking about Will and Jada, and this is her attempt to bring her and Kanye back as the most trending news story in America. And I'm telling you right now, it's gross and disgusting, because how dare you? How dare you exploit your child that way? You think they were in a gated community? I've read an article, that photo was taken in a gated community, which means the paparazzi could not get in. And you could tell by how close up that photo is that that was not taken with a drone. That was taken by a paparazzi. And you know, Kim has a history, a documented history of admitting that she calls the paparazzi on herself. What did Jay-Z say? I'm about to call the paparazzi on myself. That's exactly what the Kardashians do. And for her to get that image, get that photo to drive Kanye crazy and to make him explode is disgusting. It's irresponsible. And if I was a judge, I would file an immediate injunction. You have severely damaged your parental judgment skills. And by having this picture go viral. That little girl ain't wearing no seatbelt. And if she is wearing a seatbelt, it's an improper use of a seatbelt, because a little girl on top of a man's lap wearing a seatbelt is against the law. It's against the law, and it's disgusting. It is unacceptable. How dare she? And I honestly, North, to me, I know she's biracial, but that is a black man's child. And I'm sorry, you don't put no black man's child on the lap of no other man. No, no, not acceptable. That is a red flag. That is disgusting. And Pete Davidson should not be putting no little girl on his freaking lap that he is not related to by blood. And even if he was related to her by blood, it would be given the side eye if you ain't her daddy. What is wrong with these people? If that is not volunteering to get smacked, now that's the kind of stuff that should get you smacked. What Will did. Listen, if Kanye West walked up to Pete Davidson and smacked the piss out of him, I'd be on the Kanye campaign with flyers, signs, and everything. He deserved it. This is the kind of stuff you deserve to get smacked for. This is the kind of stuff you deserve to get smacked for. Putting somebody's infant child on your freaking lap like you they damn daddy. Oh no. That woman is completely unacceptable and completely disrespectful. She's completely disrespectful. And anybody saying that Kanye is the problem is sourly mistaken. Kanye is just a product of the bullish he was dealing with trying to keep his family together. when he don't want to be another statistic, breaking up a Black family. So he dealing with all of these traumas and mental health issues, trying to suppress his unwillingness to go against the family. And now Kim is on a campaign to take this man down by any means necessary and using his children as pawns to do so. You don't see Kanye running around letting his new girlfriends brush North hair and take her to the mall and kissing on her and all that stuff. It's completely disrespectful and disgusting. She should be ashamed of herself. Completely ashamed of herself. And they got me so tight this morning because I am like, I am a big anti, like, you know, red flag person when it comes to how men engage with little girls. Like, it makes my skin crawl. It's disgusting. Like, you don't have no license her to do no crap like that. That ain't her daddy, man. And that's completely disrespectful. And people trying to normalize it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, you can't normalize that behavior. You cannot know. Nothing is normal about that. She don't know this man. He ain't related. They ain't married. That is her boyfriend, and he'll be here today, going tomorrow. Because you know how Kim Kardashian fly through men. Pete Davidson ain't nothing more to her than a pawn, a man that's easily manipulated and controlled, and they are hell bent on making Kanye go crazy. But if I was Kanye, I'd be right in court. I would be right in court. I would be like Exhibit A of poor parenting and why I said that she's potentially an unfit mother. Why is my child not wearing the seatbelt? Why is she sitting on the lap of a man I barely know? Do you think this is acceptable? And what judge is going to agree that it is? Because it's hella irresponsible. Hella irresponsible. Yeah, Vicky, that's why he feel the way that he does. That is her plan. She wants to drive this man completely insane. Completely insane. Yup, he is. Lots of people been saying that about Kim and Pete. Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty. Sounds like Kanye should have chose better. Listen, I'm not saying Kanye should have picked her to be his wife. I don't know what that man had going in his mind. If you ask me, I think Kanye married Kim for the same reason she married him, for publicity. He needed a white woman to usher him into these rooms that he could not get into. Because I don't care how much money you have as a Black man. You need white privilege, and I'm gonna call it what it is. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I think he married her because he wanted her privilege. He wanted to take a little piece of that so he can get into certain rooms. And in exchange, she wanted notoriety. She wanted acceptance from the Black community. She wanted street cred. So they helped each other. They were using each other, and I think it just went too far. It just went too far, and kids started getting involved. He was started like, maybe I could make this work. But Kanye screwed himself. He should have never left that Black woman to begin with to go run up with a white woman. But at the end of the day, would Kanye be Kanye if he would have stayed with a Black woman? Would he be a billionaire right now? Would he be a billionaire? I don't know too many African-American men who are billionaires who are married to Black women, with the exception of Jay-Z. I don't know too many. Most of them who make the list, they got a white wife. And it's not because I think they don't like Black women. I think because they know when you want to start to move in a certain circle, you need the color. You need the color. I'm going to call a thing a thing. I think they know that. You know what I mean? Jay-Z is an exception to the rule. He got his the harder way. He's like, listen, I'm going to marry me a Black. I'm marrying Beyonce. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But don't act like Beyonce ain't light-skinned and she don't pass the paperback test if we want to go there. But that's not here nor there. I respect Jay-Z for sticking to his morals and marrying him a whole Black woman and still making it happen the way he can make it happen. But I think Kanye saw that he needed a little bit extra. He needed a little sauce. And so he married Kim. And the Kardashians get everywhere. Woo, Kim is such a walking gaslighter. She is. Oh my God, Garden Gal. She is and I see it so clearly, and it infuriates me. This is how I be getting passionate and drawn into people's lives, because I can literally see these people a mile away. Like, my discernment and ability to see through people bullshit is one of my greatest gifts. I thank God for it, because I literally look at her and everybody's like, he's stalking her. He's the problem. I'm like, are you guys ridiculously stupid? This man ain't stalking her. He moved his ass completely to Wyoming for multiple years, opened up his own school, trying to plant his own food, trying to make a better way for himself, get his kids away from the paparazzi and away from Los Angeles. He literally built an entire ecosystem in Wyoming for his family and started a church. Like, everything that Kanye is doing is showing that he wants to get away from the vulture that is Hollywood, the blood-sucking, thirsty creature that is Hollywood. And Kim is addicted to it. Literally, when Jay-Z be giving such bars, that's one of, from a lyrical perspective, he be really dropping some knowledge in his raps. When he said Fame is the worst drug known to man. It's stronger than heroin. When you can look in the mirror like, there I am. Like, that is Kim Kardashian, bar none. Like, she literally, you people are addicted to attention and fame. They don't care if it's negative or positive. They really don't. People who obsess about attention, they will do anything to keep themselves in the spotlight and to keep people talking about them. And they don't give a hell if it's by hook or by crook. You can literally be talking about how disgusting this person is, and they don't hear that. A narcissistic person, a person with malignant personality, narcissism, and all of those things, all they hear, you can literally say, you are a disgusting individual who smells like poo, right? Like, you can literally say that to somebody who's a narcissist and obsessed with themselves from a malignant perspective. And they will literally be like, but you want to smell me though. But you checking for me though. But you know I exist though. That's all they care about, is the attention, the notoriety, and the fame. And that's why I tell people, if you want to disarm a narcissist, if you want to get under the skin of a narcissist, ignore them. Ignore them. The one thing a narcissist cannot stand is to be ignored. They can't stand irrelevance. Make them irrelevant. You win. You don't need to fight. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to cause a scene. You don't need to stage anything. All you got to do is pay their ass no attention, and you will destroy them from the inside out. Please stop trying to fight against narcissistic people. Ignore them. Ignore them. And they will self-destruct, because nothing will destroy a narcissist faster than themselves. They will self-destruct. They will implode trying to get your attention. They will go to great lengths. Playing stories, playing evidence. They will literally go to great lengths in order to get you to talk about them again, to get you to draw into them emotionally, because narcissists like to control your emotions, because they can't control you physically. You might be stronger, you might be bigger, but they want to emotionally yo-yo you. And that is what Kim is doing to Kanye. She's trying to control his emotions. She don't want this man to be happy. She don't wish no good on him. She don't wish, in my opinion, she don't wish that man well in any capacity. She want him to be a slave to her emotionally. And so now she got Norv doing crazy stuff, because she knows she want him to go on a rant and get himself canceled, because it is easy to believe that a black man is the violent one. It's easy to believe that a black man is the dangerous one. It's easy to believe that a black man is the one that's unhinged. It is easy to play on the stereotypes about black men, but people don't want to acknowledge that women be crazy too. Women be crazy too. Please stop falling for the bullshit. Women be crazy too. Sometimes these women out here be crazier than the men. And there are women out here who will literally emotionally manipulate their man into doing some disgusting, violent, evil things, because they cannot control their outcomes. So they will control you, and they will make you end up straight up in prison, because you have an emotional break as a black man. And I'd be like, no, Kanye. No, Kanye. I'm on TikTok like, Kanye, please check out my TikTok. No, don't let her get you, boo. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap. You want to be stupid and let my daughter sit on the lap of another man without wearing a seatbelt in a vehicle and drive around in the street? Let's add that to the box of poor parenting. Let's add that to the docket for evidence. I'm not about to go on TikTok or Twitter, get myself canceled from the Grammys, Coachella, lose awards, get my TikTok suspended, get my Instagram suspended. No, I'm not going to do none of that. I'm not going to let you win. I'm going to beat you at your own game. The next time you hear my reply, it's going to be in front of the judge. That's where you're going to hear my reply. You know how, who said that? I think it was Drake who said, Drake gives one of the best lines about how to handle narcissistic people. You know, I love Drake too. And he was like, diss me, you'll never hear a reply for it. Like, that's how you disarm them. Diss me and you'll never hear a reply. And you'll be confused, like, why did he mad? And then you'll just start going crazier and crazier and crazier, trying to get a reaction out of me. And you'll just be talking to yourself. Ignore these people. Ignore these people. Especially when his children are concerned. She has no regard for his feelings. Not our issue. Kanye would spit on a black woman. Or wouldn't spit on a black woman if they were on fire. I don't know. I disagree with that. I don't think that Kanye West has a problem with black women. I think Kanye West is trying to survive in a world where he feels like he's been marginalized against the white elite. And I think he said some questionable things that he probably believes on a deep level. And I always said this, like, if you listen to my earlier lives, and sometimes I put my lives on private, but people have to understand, people can only operate from their own personal experience. And a lot of people with money were would vote for Donald Trump. And I hate to say that, but they would, because people need to understand the type of policies that Donald Trump was passing. His legislation benefited rich people. So literally rich people not voting for Donald Trump is voting against their own self-interest. And I get it. When you are a Black person, you have to consider the greater good. You have to consider the common man other than your own self-interest. But a lot of white people, and I promise you guys, a lot of people who are Black, who are Indian, all of those races were secretly voting for this man. I have access to people with a lot of money, given what I do for a living. I'm telling you, there are a lot of people, a lot more people than you that are willing to admit that are very big Donald Trump supporters who believe heavily in those practices because they wanted to get tax breaks. They wanted to get tax credits. They wanted the opportunity zones. Like, they wanted that wealth. And he was passing policies to benefit people with money. And people vote for their own self-interest. So sometimes some of that stuff you got to take with a grain of salt. Kanye said some questionable things, but Kanye also has some trauma. You know, he lost his mom. Like, you got to contextualize things. That's exactly what they want him to do. Cancel him by responding. She knows that Kanye has triggers. Oh, absolutely. She knows what his triggers are, because that's what a narcissist's main job when they're with you is to figure out what are your triggers. They want to control you the easiest way possible. Whether you are addicted to drugs, a narcissist will enable your drug habit just so that they can keep you sedated just enough to manipulate you and to get shit over on you. They will absolutely, and then they will say, well, you were never present. All you care about is your drug situation. All you care about is your addiction. That's all you care about. But in the meantime, they're giving you money to feed that. They want to control you. They want to be in charge of your emotional well-being. And the more they keep you in a state of confusion, the easier. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie, The Girl on a Train. Have you guys ever saw that movie? But anywho, there's a movie called The Girl on the Train, and she was an alcoholic, and her husband was basically a malignant narcissist, and he basically convinced her that she was doing all of these crazy things that she was never doing. But because she was an alcoholic, she couldn't defend herself. She couldn't remember. She was having blackouts, so she didn't know, did I do that? Did I not do that? Did that really happen? So he was basically manipulating her through the art of suggestion. It's called suggestive manipulation. And people do that. People do that to people who have addictions. They convince you that things happen the way they didn't happen. Narcissistic people are master gaslighters. They are master. Yes, that movie is so impactful, Vicky Sweets. It's so good. Yeah, they need to be in control by any means necessary. They'll convince you, a narcissist, a very skilled narcissist can convince you to hate your own mama. They can convince you to hate your daddy, your mama, your siblings, your best friend. They will literally strip you of all your resources of people who you think love you, because they want you all to themselves. And they know that a person who doesn't have anybody else to lean on emotionally will become dependent. They foster an emotionally dependent bond. So they know if you have nobody else in your corner, you will become emotionally dependent on them. And that's all they want. I warn people all the time. I be looking for the signs. If he or she trying to turn you against your mama, your siblings, your family members, red flag on the play, run for the hills. You are in danger, girl. You are in danger, girl. I be telling people, no, do not let why would you want to be with somebody who does not want you to have a healthy relationship with your own damn mama? Please make it make sense. Please make it make sense. That's some scary behavior. That's a major red flag for a relationship. Major red flag. Why would you want to marry somebody who don't want you to have a healthy relationship with your daddy, with your friends, with your family members? Where are we with this? Where are we with this? That no. You're not about to be all I got. That's dangerous words. When somebody say you all I have, when somebody be like, it's me and you against the world, Bonnie and Clyde, it's one thing to say it in satire, like, babe, it's me and you against the world, and you saying it from like a satirical perspective, meaning I know that's not true, but it makes us feel good in the moment. But if you're saying it's me and you against the world, and you truly believe that, and the evidence suggests that this person has isolated everybody from your life except for them, well, now you're in danger. That's a scary, scary situation that you should be like, I don't know about this. And look at Kanye West. Kim Kardashian isolated Kanye from everybody in his life. His best friend, he was best friends with Jay-Z. They were brothers. What happened? caused beat ruckus between them because him and her and Beyonce didn't get along. He lost his mother. He don't have no real relationship with his family like that because he became so entrenched in her family and her life. He had to go out and find himself. So to me, everything Kanye was doing were pleas for help. It's pleas for help. I need to get up out of here. Now, granted, he needs therapy for sure, but it'd be crazy out here. I could never understand that someone who doesn't want you to have a healthy relationship with a family, red flag, run. I mean, run, Vicky, run. I'd be bobbing and weaving like, oh, wait, what? Hold up, wait a minute. It's a danger. Like, no, how, no, no. It's one thing when there's legitimate concerns there and y'all can work through it, but an adamant feeling of, I don't want you dealing with these people. No, absolutely not. Look at Kim's sister ex Scott. Yeah, Scott lost everybody. Both his parents died. God bless them, their souls. He don't got no friends like that. He became addicted to alcohol. He became addicted to drugs. He was in the club all the time. Like, that mess drive you crazy. It drive you. Look what happened with Lamar. People can say what they want about Lamar Odom, but the facts still remain. Lamar Odom, even if he did have a drug issue prior to getting with Chloe, nobody knew about it. That man was the sixth man on the LA Lakers, winning championships. He showed up to every game, every practice. He was hitting points. He won championships. So whatever problem he had it under control. He get with this woman, now all of a sudden he in a ranch. Butt naked and loose. Like, come on. I don't know how people are not seeing what the writing on the wall is. Like, nobody sees the writing on the wall. Even Malika and Khadijah, you don't see them with no other friends besides the Kardashians. I'm not going to say Khadijah because she kind of private with her life, but I'm going to talk about Malika. You don't see her with nobody else. They used to be friends with Lauren London, Lala. Like, they used to have a big friend circle. If you look at Chloe's The Wedding, they used to be all friends. Everybody's going. It's just Malika and Chloe. That's her friend. I'm not being friends with nobody who don't want to be friends with other people. I'm not. And it was the same thing with Jordan Woods. I feel like maybe Tristan Thompson was rescuing her on the low. Shoot, I mean, that's a far-fetched theory. But what if, right? What if he was like, I'm going to go ahead and kiss you to free you, girl, because you in danger. I'm going to kiss you so you can get out of this. Because that's all she knew was Kylie. She wasn't making no money like that. She was obsessed. She was ingrained in Kylie's life, acting like Stormy's second mother. They was on vacation together, her, Kylie and Stormy. They was acting like sister wives. If you ask me, it was giving very lesbian vibes. And when I used to be watching it, but then she got out and now look, she got a beautiful man. He loves her to death. He said she looks the happiest she ever been. Her body snatched, skin looking amazing. Jordan has leveled all the way up. She getting sponsorships and deals now. That friendship ending was the best thing that happened to her. You can't get sucked into no narcissistic people or a narcissistic family. It's scary. No, thank you. Yeah, she has multiple friends now. God bless her. She did, God saved her. They was like, oh, that's why I said that's the one thing Tristan Thompson might have did right on the low. It might have been like, since you in danger, I'm going to kiss you and get you up out of here. You need to exit. And I'm trifling anyway, so I'm willing to sacrifice myself because I ain't got nothing to lose. You see how Tristan moving these streets? He ain't got nothing to lose. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But, I don't be on these lives for too long. I got to run. But it was great chatting with you guys. I hope you guys liked the live before you head out. Please do me that favor. Share it if you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.